This is Lokesh from 9th standard. First of all, respected principal of the school M. Shekhar Yadav sir, and correspondent of the school K. Engineer sir, and all the staff teachers, my dear brothers and sisters. Once again, a pleasant good morning to all. Today, it's my turn to present a inspired talk in front of you, and my topic is about an Italian biologist and physician who is referred as the father of microscopical anatomy and father of physiology and embryology, and his name is Marcello Malpighi. First, let me discuss about his early years. Marcello Malpighi was born on March 10, 1628 at Crevalcore, Italy. He was the son of well-to-do parents and he was born in the richest family. And his mother name is Marchio Cremonini and his father name is Marcantonio Malpighi. And in the year of 1603, he entered into the University of Bologna at the age of 17 years. And he started his grammatical studies in the year of 1645. Then after he ended his grammatical studies in 1649. After that, by the persistence of his mother and convincement of his mother, he began studying physics at the Francis Natalis. And when his grandmother and parents became ill, he again returned to the University of Bologna and studying anatomy. And he also studied the Aristotelian philosophy at the University of Bologna while he was very young. And he also joined the anatomy school under the Bartolomeo Vasari. Then Vasari was teaching for the 9 students. He was one of them. And he also visited the Bartolomeo Vasari school. He also married the daughter of Vasari, but she lived very short after she died. And despite opposition from the university authorities, because he was a non-Bolognese by birth, in 1653 he also granted the doctorates in both physiology and medical. After that, in the year of 1667, Malpighi was invited to the Royal Society in London by the Henry Oldenburg. And in this year of 1656, Ferdinand II of Tuscany invited the Marcello Malpighi as a professor to the University of Pisa. There he started his lifetime friendship with the he is the strongest supporter for the Accademia del Cimento, one of the first scientific societies. And he also asked the prevailing teachings at the University of Pisa and started experiments on the color changes in the lungs. And after that, in the year of 1661, he also observed the capillary and pulmonary network between the arteries and veins. And now let me discuss about his early years. In the year of 1653, the Marcello Malpighi lost her grandparents and father and mother. After that, he suffered a lot and he couldn't understand what to do. And in 1653, he went to the university again to study the human anatomy. After that, during the time, based on his researches, he also wrote some dialogues about the peripatetics and Galenists, but that writings were lost when his house was burnt down. And in the year of 1661, Malpighi went to University of Bologna and dedicated himself for the study human anatomy. After that, in the year of 1663, he was invited to the University of Messina as a physics lecturer, and retiring from the university to his life villa and started researches on the plants and insects through the microscopes. And he also retired from the University of Messina. After in the year of 1663, he again invited to the University of Messina, but he accepted the invitation and went to the University of Messina at the age of in 1663. After that, as a physician and medicalist, Marcello Malpighi treated the people according to the human anatomy and disease pathology and treatment for the said diseases. He also faced a lot of criticism while teaching the people, because he is following a new kind of practice in the while treating the people. And not only he treated the people by the bedside, he also treated the people by the letters and by the post. These letters served as a social connections between the people in those times, and he followed this practice in the several countries, and which made him widespread in the different countries. And he also practiced the several traditional treatment methods, but he wanted to treat the people in a new kind of way. And in the year of 1668, the Mr. Roden Burke of the Royal Society in England invited the Marcello Malpighi as a professor. And in the year of 1668, Malpighi wrote the history of silkworms, and he became the member of Royal Society in London in the year of 1668. In 1671, he published the Anatomy of the Plants through the Royal Society in London. After that, simultaneously he wrote in the letter based on his recent researches like anatomy of plants, anatomy of lungs. Not only these, several researches he wrote in that letter by the researches. And now let me discuss about researches. And Marcello Malpighi, around the age of 38 years, a remarkable career behind him, Marcello Malpighi decided to dedicate his free time to the study of human anatomy. After that, by the microscopes, he used to do the researches, and his studies based on the dissections and dissections on the corpses. It means corpses means a dead body, especially a human dead body. Marcello Malpighi also tried several experiments and came to a number of results based on the human body through the microscope. Basic on these work, several anatomical structures were named after his name, including a Malpighi spinae and Malpighian corpuscles, including the kidneys and spleen, and Malpighian tubules in the excretory system of the insects. And after that, in the year of 1661, Marcello Malpighi observed the capillary structures in the frog lungs. He wanted to start his research in the year of 1660 in September. First he injected a black ink into the pulmonary artery of the frog, and after that he traced the ink distribution in the pulmonary artery network to the veins. After that, in these research, he observed that observation of capillaries are too small for the magnification, but he came into an understanding in the year of 1661. The observation of capillaries couldn't be seen in the larger animals, because when he injected the black ink, the distribution of capillaries are very fast. And now let me discuss about works in Rome. In 1691, the Marcello Malpighi was invited to the Rome as a papal physician and to teach to the papal medical school. Not only this, he also buried in the Bolgona church with the great words in Latin words like great genius, honest life, and daring love for the medical art. In the year of 1665, Malpighi's researches are on the human nervous system. He published three different works with three different titles. He wrote three different works with three different titles in the 1665. The first work is De Lingua, about taste and the tongue, and after that he wrote about the De Cerebro, about the brain, and the third work is De Externo Tactis Organo. It means about the feeling and touch sensation. And while he studying about the tongue, he also observed the nerve endings connection which produce a taste sensation while eating, and he also drew the several detailed drawings about the human embryo chick development. Not only this, he also drew the images of the leguminous families, example beans and flowers like Nigella. He also drew the organs of the flower Nigella, how the honey is produced from the leaves, and after that the study of plants and insects he lead to the study of the human embryo development. And at last my conclusion is, through the Marcello Malfighi's life we can understand the one thing: when his grandparents and parents died, he didn't stuck in them, he just came out of them and started focusing on his career. As same as like him, we also want to observe one thing: we need to maintain happiness and sadness on the same wavelength in our life, because both of us doesn't give anything in our life, but just happiness gives us satisfaction. And we need to inspire by them to walk forward in our life, and to believe in science, not to believe superstitions. And Marcello Malfighi, we know he discovered several things and contributed a lot of things to the scientific revolution. And give respect to them and believe in science and live in science. And thank you for giving this great opportunity to our school management.